Hello and welcome to Produce at Home. My name's Dave and I've got a treat in store for you today. So today I will be reacting to a song I haven't listened to for many years. The last time I listened to this song was on my little Amstrad stereo when I was a kid. So if you're just into music and you want to listen along with me and watch me react to this phenomenal piece of music, fantastic. But if you're an aspiring musician or a production artist or an aspiring production artist, what I'd like to do is go through in detail what makes this song so special and fantastic. It is a song by ABBA, and I don't think in my personal opinion, it's not ABBA's finest song, but as the title would suggest, what this song does have is what I used to consider, and I want to see if this is still true, I used to consider this song to have the greatest drop into the chorus, into a chorus that I've ever heard in any music. And now I've got some better gear, some better headphones. What I want to do is react to that drop again, and also take apart the song a little bit and tell you a little bit about the structure of the song, how they put it together, how they got the drop so good in it, etc, etc. So great to have you here on this little journey of mine of rediscovering music from days gone by, but music that stood the test of time and is still absolutely fantastic. There's no copyright infringement meant here. I turn this under the fair use policy because I'm not actually changing the recording or anything like that, and full credit is down in the description to the original artists. Okay, so not only are ABBA giving you a song here, what they're giving you, if you're interested in this sort of thing, which I presume you are if you're here on this channel, what they're also giving you is a masterclass. So I'm not giving the masterclass. You can let the music do the talking here. If you really listen to the structure and the transitions and the levels, the EQing, the panning, the reverb, all that kind of stuff in this one tune, you will learn more listening to this tune than you would studying, reading things. If you listen to it with your own ears and actually go through it and listen to all those things and a lot more of those things, you will see, even if you don't like ABBA, put that to one side and just take it for what it is. It's a fantastically written song, well produced, well mixed, well mastered. It's just awesome. But that drop, OMG, I remember that drop being fantastic. So let's get into it, and let's see if it is as good as I remember it.
Super Trouper beams are gonna blind me, but I won't feel blue like I always do, 'cause somewhere in the crowd there's you.
So I would urge you to go and listen to this, obviously, all the way through yourself. If you check out their channel, links are all below, or even buy the single or the album, even better. The reason why I pause it here is because I remember back in the day when I first heard this song, the start put me off it a little bit. And it's interesting to hear it now. Now I've got some good gear. It's interesting to hear why I was thinking that back then. And yeah, it's just hit me again. So you get those beautiful harmonies at the start, which they obviously worked extremely hard on to get the balance right, the right EQ, etc. But they got the harmonies, in my opinion, so nice at the start of that, and so bright that when the tune actually came in and the music started, it was a little bit of a drop for me. And I always thought, I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is still an epically spectacular song, but that I remember thinking back then, and I still think it now, beautiful harmonies, and then it sort of drops into the song with quite a few instruments on it and the drums, but it was a little bit not as bright for me. So let's just go back and listen to that drop again. I think you can see what I mean. I might be talking crap, of course.
Trooper beams are gonna blind me, but I won't feel blue.
Bright, bright, bright.
Like I always do, 'cause somewhere in the crowd there's you.
Right, so I'm going to pause it there. The whole reason why I wanted this to create this video and put this out there to you guys is because you may have missed this song a little bit due to the start. Like I say, it's not very, but in my opinion, like I've already said, this song has one of the, I remember thinking back then, this song had one of the greatest recorded drops I'd ever heard. It was the most beautiful sound. The drop was the first drop on this tune, was the most beautiful sound to ever pass through my earlobes. And it's interesting to see now, like I say, I've got some better equipment, some good headphones. It'd be nice to see if I still think that. I'm pretty sure I will. So yeah, the whole reason for this video is for this first drop really, and to talk about the drop. So let's just back it off a bit and look at this beautiful jumper. Nice lip gloss there. And let's just get into this drop, which I'm really excited about.
Coming, suddenly I feel alright, and suddenly it's gone. And it's gonna be so different when I'm on the stage tonight. Tonight the Super Trouper lights are gonna find me shining like the sun, smiling, having fun, feeling like a number one. Tonight the Super Trouper.
Hold the phone, my God. I hope you've got this on some decent headphones or cranked up to 11 on your monitors, because still to me, when that drop hits and all them instruments go away and it bangs into that little section there, if you want to know, about writing music and how to structure it, that drop there just tells you everything you need to know. It is absolutely, utterly fantastic. And as I've said many times already, I consider that to be one of the best drops in music history. And I'm just going to back that up and go through and listen to that again. It's worthy of it.
Shining light.
Let's get back.
It'd be so different when I'm on the stage tonight. Tonight the Super Trouper lights are gonna find me shining like the sun, smiling, having fun, feeling like a number one. Tonight the Super Trouper beams are gonna blind me, but I won't feel true, like I always do. But somewhere in the crowd there's you.
I could play that drop over and over and over and over again until my ears bleed. It's absolutely phenomenal. I just want to go back and give you a little bit of an insight of my opinion as to why that drop is so good. Well, first of all, the song itself it's seemingly a very simple tune. Not many note changes in it. but the chord progression is just lush. And that chorus that it goes into, they've obviously specifically chosen those notes that how simple it is. So it's it's very, very easy. You could play it on the piano, with one finger. Really simple, easy to remember melody. But it's the way it gets into that which is absolutely fantastic. So before you get to that drop, obviously you get this.
I was glad to hear you coming. Suddenly I feel alright.
So you've got you've got it all there, really. You've got the lead singer, you've got the backing going from left to right in your headphones, and it's multi-tracked up and up and up. So there's many layers there. But you've got the drums and the hi-hats and the the open hat and the cymbals, and there's a few plinky plonks in there, and any guitars.
Suddenly it's starting, and it's gonna be so different when I'm.
Yeah, you've got some pianos and a few strums on the guitar. So there's quite a lot there in the first verse. But then when you get into the drop, you can imagine them sitting there in the studio, as I would. I'm sure they did, and saying, when that chorus hits, they would listen to it and go, no, take that out. No, take that out. Take that bit out. Take that bit out. Until they get to this, which is just the right amount of instruments, the right amount of singing, perfect levels. But with the beat, they obviously want you to be able to dance to that beat, and the beat just coming through with the vocals.
Like the Super Trouper, lights are gonna find me, shining like the sun.
So what's happened there is they've removed the original bass melody, obviously, and it sounds like a different bass sound. They've now gone to a synth bass, so a poppy synth bass, because this is the bit they want you to dance to. They've took a lot of the other instruments out of there and left a load of air and gap just ready for that vocal to be able to push through with that kick drum and that snare. And in my opinion, the way they've done that, they've really thought about that. It's absolutely fantastic. Let's just go one more time and then we'll carry on.
It'd be so different when I'm on the stage tonight. Like the Super Trouper, lights are gonna find me, shining like the sun, smiling, having fun, feeling like a number one.
Bring it back in.
Like the Super Trouper, beams are gonna blind me, but I won't feel true, like I always do. But somewhere in the crowd there's you.
Then back down to calm. So they the other thing about that drop, I remember things as I'm going through this, when the drop hits, there's no crash cymbal. You would expect there to be a crash cymbal, but because there isn't one, you get the bass drum and the super from the Super Trouper. You just get those two things hitting you in the face. And on loud, if you crank that up just before it gets into that chorus and just listen to how that rattles your brain, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Facing 20,000 of your friends, how can anyone be so lonely? Part of a success that never ends. Still I'm thinking about you only. There are moments when I think I'm going crazy, but it's gonna be alright. Everything will be so different when I'm on the stage tonight.
So that second verse there, it's slightly different. There's not as many harmonies at the start of it. They wanted to let the voice come through more. The bass has gone back to being the usual melody with a few more slides in. And then when the harmonies do come in, you can hear that they've really put a lot of effort into that. You can hear them not only further away behind you when you're in headphones, but you can hear the slight delay between the left and the right. And they've put some over there, some over there. And it just gives an awesome, I mean, that's what backing's all about. That's why it's called backing. You've got, you know, the lead vocal shooting through the middle, and then you've got these super wide harmonies that just push that vocal forward. It's absolutely brilliant. But again, it's gone down to what it was at the start, pretty much, if that makes sense. So it's like a really fantastic drop, an excellent chorus, and then you know, you get to rest again and just listen to the lyrics and you know, the words that she's singing. It's absolutely brilliant. And this second drop is a little bit different.
Like the Super Trouper, lights are gonna find me shining like the sun, smiling, having fun, feeling like a number one. Tonight the Super Trouper beams are gonna blind me.
I think there's a few more sort of backing synths in there, a little bit, just to, as the song's progressing, it's obviously progressing to a climax, you know, to the end, to the epic end that this song gives you, and they just put a little bit more in that second chorus. I think it's interesting as well the way she talks about lights blinding her, and then in the second chorus, or the second part of this chorus, she says beams are going to blind me. So lights, beams, same thing, but a different way to use lyrics. Very interesting.
I won't feel you like I always do, but somewhere in the crowd there's you, so I'll be there when you...
And then it's going to dip down and come back down and down and down, nice and mellow. Big part of the story there she's singing about, you know, lyrically, if you listen to the lyrics. And this whole part of the song is just made to build up into that bang when they take most of the instruments out and go into that third chorus, so that they can add it all back in at the end. Absolutely fantastic.
The sight of you will prove to me I'm still alive, and when you take me in your arms and hold me tight, I know it's gonna mean so much to you now. Tonight the Super Trouper lights are gonna find me shining like the sun, smiling, having fun, feeling like a number one. Tonight the Super Trouper beams are gonna blind me, but I won't feel blue like I always do, 'cause somewhere in the crowd there's you.
Fantastic. So they had the balls to take all of the instruments, well, most of the instruments out of that third chorus, and just drop it to a vocal, and obviously a visual. You know, you can see by the video here, they wanted to put a good video together, but specifically take it down to nothing so that it can build back up into that dance, you know, poppy beat. Absolutely brilliant.
Lights are gonna find me shining like the sun, smiling, having fun.
That bit of the video, though, when it sort of stop frames, really puts you off, doesn't it? I think if I'd have watched this video, if I was them, if I'd have watched this video back, I'd have gone, no, I'll take that out. But yeah, very odd choice for a video. The rest of it's great, though, really great.
Tonight the Super Trouper beams are gonna blind me, but I won't feel you.
Epic. So there you have it. I could go on and on and on about the amount of detail in this song, but I think what I'd rather do is let you discover those details for yourself. So instead of just, you know, going away and listening to that track, Hopefully, from what I've gone through here, the little bit of detail we've gone into, and it was only a bit, there is a hell of a lot in this song. You should be able to listen to that tune in a slightly different way. And as I said, if you're an upcoming musician or production artist, you're just starting out and recording your own stuff, then ABBA are offering you not just a tune, but a masterclass here in how to do it and how to structure a song, all that kind of stuff. So that's not, as I've said, I think I said at the start, it's not my favourite ABBA song, but it is the song that has my favourite drop in it. It really does. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'm going to be doing a lot more of these if YouTube allows me to do that, because of the copyright laws, etc. But I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe to my channel to support me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next vid. All right, you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.